how does God reveal his glory to his people? Well, we talked about that a little bit through nature, but he also reveals himself in a much more personal way. It was the Old Testament and the Hebrews called this Shekinah glory that God has come down. That even in the beginning, in Genesis 1, God hovered, his spirit hovered over the waters. And then we see that he dwelled with Abraham in the smoke. And then we see that he was the one who was on top of the mountain with smoke and lightning that we just read about. And then we see that he's with the Israelites in a pillar of cloud and a pillar of fire. Then we see he dwells in the temple. We see he dwells in the tabernacle. So we know that his presence is actually there. That would be called the Shekinah glory. And so when the temple is eventually destroyed and they go into exile, the Babylonians conquer Israel, eventually God calls Ezra and Nehemiah to come back and rebuild the temple. They rebuild the temple. I think they start rebuilding in 586 BC. They finish it in 516 BC. So a 70-year period there. They finish it then, but the thing about the temple that they constructed, there wasn't that Shekinah glory that came like it was when Solomon built the temple. So there was 400 years of silence between the testaments. So there was 500 years between the time of the new temple and when the New Testament begins. And John the Baptist comes and he says, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Says it's here. He said, one is coming that is greater than I, and I'm not even fit to lace up the sandals. And Jesus comes. Well, the thing about the second temple was that it didn't have this Shekinah glory 500 years before Jesus, but Jesus would eventually walk through that temple. And so it had more glory than anything